Hey guys, it's Alex here, and I'm back with Road to the World Record. And a lot has been happening. I completely forgot to record to save at the February point for our 8th season, and I also forgot to save at the end point. So we're already into season 9, but we're going to do just a massive review today. We're going to review the entirety of season 8 of the 22-47-48 season with Barry. So let's jump into it. So obviously last year, 22-46-47, we came second in the league. Obviously we had new major nations that we could update. So top 15 major nations that we could no longer sign from. This is how it updated: Spain, England, Italy, France, Belgium, Germany, Portugal, Russia, Bulgaria, Turkey, Colombia, Czech Republic, Croatia, Ukraine, and Sweden. If we compare it to the last time, it's a few differences there. The main one, as you can see, so this was the season before, and this was this season. One of the main things you can see is that there's no Brazil. So we could actually sign Brazilians this year, which was a bit mental. Transfers, we tried. I'll tell you that right now. We tried. We really did try to sign some Brazilians, but it was very difficult. So based on a lot of what happened, did we do anything right at the end of last year? Okay. So basically, the right for the sales first. Henrik Madsen joined Aberystwyth for 5 million finally. We got him on a free first season pretty much, and he was very good, but also just never played that much. So 5 million isn't too bad at all for him. We then sold Predrag Ivanovic to Stoke for 8.25 million. Absolutely sort of like amazing with this. Got him on a free, sent out on loan for a season, was a backup the season after for us, and then 8.25 million. We're wheeling and dealing. A lot of loans: Alvarado, Russell, Griffiths. Lots of more loans here. Bogdan Arsalian finally leaves to Solano for 7.75 million. Our Romanian centre mid, we got him on a free 5 years ago, sold him on for 7.75. I think we needed an upgrade in that centre mid position. He was getting older, might as well sell for value now. So he went out. Oh, what am I doing there? There we go. Then Marinkovic, this was the big one, to Ipswich for 24 million. One of our first ever sort of star signings, Elijah Marankovic. He never really fulfilled his potential with us, I don't think. We got him on a free from Partizan, second season in. His first couple of seasons were incredible. 11 goals in his first season for us, 7 goals, 14 assists in his second, and then from that position, 5 and 5, 5 and 5. There was 11 and 10 this season, was pretty decent. But the last season he was with us, he barely played. He was mostly a bench player, so I thought I'd cash in. He's doing pretty well for Ipswich last year, but still, 24 million for him. Very, very nice. We needed the money, basically. We're sort of living paycheck to paycheck at the moment. Onstad left for 475k. Our first ever signing for money at 60k from Odd. Never made it really, unfortunately. But 475k, not the worst. Still a profit. A lot more loans. A lot more loans. And then I think that's it, really. Yeah, just lots of loans at that point. Coming in, though, Maximiliano Pereira firstly joins from Independiente. He is a Argentinian centre mid. We're still on that Argentinian craze. They're cheap. You can give him 4.7k a week with 15k after 10 games, and he's absolutely fine with it. So he went out on loan to Granada. Did pretty well out there, actually. Then we signed 2 Serbians from Kukuriki. Uros Milicevic was the first one, a Serbian centre mid. He stayed with us this year. He's very, very decent. And then also Stevan Milisnic, who's also a Serbian centre mid, and he went out on loan to Saint Etienne. So two decent signings there. Lucas Palud also joined from Atletico Rafaela for 1.5 million. He is another Argentinian centre. We love our Argentinian centre mids. He joined, went on loan to Ponferradina for the season for that Spanish citizenship. Cristobal Cortez joined from Deportes Iquique, who is a Chilean centre-back. He went out on loan to, centre mid. Went out on loan to Albacete, of course, trying to get that Spanish nationality. Then in came Lars van der Meer from Roda. He is our Dutch young keeper. We signed him last year, but he's finally joined now. He's 16. Very, very good potential on him. Hopefully he can sort of come up and develop well. We signed a player. Well, he's been renamed by the chat to Kanye West. His real name is Bjarne West. which is why I think he got changed to Kanye West. He is a Danish centre mid, bought him for 145k from Lyngby. I was like, well, might as well. He's cheap. He's 18. Might as well try it. Then we really didn't have that much in June. Not many big signings. I mean, Milicevic probably the biggest one. We signed 2 players, actually just free transfers in November. Marko Obradovic for 25 million for free. He's 25, who is a Serbian centre mid. Not too bad at all. He's not too bad. He's played quite a lot actually the second half of the season, so fair play to him. And then Michalis Kotrazinis, he is a Greek centre-back. He went out on loan to Nancy Lorraine, but he's got fantastic value already. Hopefully we can just sell him on for a big profit. We sent him out on loan with basically 100k per month already. So we're already making money back on him, which is pretty decent there. James Nafor finally joined from a New Good Rangers. We sorted this out ages ago. He's a Nigerian centre-back. No work permit, so went out on loan to Tolima. Already got a cap for them though, which is nice. Jose Luis Silva joins on a free from Boca, another Argentine centre mid. We're just obsessed with them, lads. Hopefully we can get some value back because they're all worth quite a lot of money. But he's on very cheap wages. Went out on loan again. Bahar El Sayed joined from Al Ali for 350k. He is a 19-year-old left back, centre mid, centre back, defensive mid, left mid, right back. He's everywhere. He's on already getting lots of caps at Egypt. Hopefully he can develop into a good one, maybe like Khalil did with Haverford-West for us. Miguel Lolea joins from Penarol for 1.2 million. He is a Uruguayan attacking midfielder / striker, so he's out on loan at Albacete as per usual. Umar Gay joins from Arles Avignon, who is a Senegalese left winger. We signed him for one of our chats. Nizzy, his team in the World Cup 2246 was Senegal, so I thought let's try and sign him. Not too bad. He's got a good bit of potential. He's a good winger here. Hopefully he develops well. We then signed Dragos Aslao on a free transfer. This is a bit of a spoiler already. We signed him on a free transfer after he was mutually terminated by Port Talbot. We signed him on a free in January. Played 4 games for us in total, 2 starts. He got 1 goal, and we've sold him on to Ipswich for 15 million. Probably one of the best wheeling deals I've ever done. He played literally 3 league games for us and got 1 assist, and we've sold him for 15 million. So I'm extremely happy with him. Rogerio Moraes from Cruzeiro. This is the first Brazilian we've ever signed. He is a Brazilian attacking midfielder. Don't have him on work permit, so he's went out on loan. Pretty decent, but he's the only one that wants a low wage. All the Brazilians want like 50k a week, and I just can't give it to them, unfortunately. And then Cohen Meyer joins from FC Eindhoven, another Dutch centre goalkeeper, pretty decent. And then we've had 2 players come in. This probably counts as next year as well. But Pedro Castellano joins from Boca for 3.9 million. This guy could be our record signing, but he is looking very much worth it. Look at this. He is a Argentine 18-year-old left back, already looking at starting next year. He is incredible. So very, very happy with him. And then also Gabriel Alda Coca Veda, who is another Argentine centre mid, for 2.5 million from Boca. So a lot of transfers. Spent 15 million, got 41 million back. Pretty decent. This is our fixture list. We've got a lot to go through, to be honest, lads. Started out well, 5-0 win over Bala, very nice. Romain Legrand is actually starting to develop for us very, very nicely. He's from our youth intake a few years back, came through the Le Havre and then came to us as an affiliate. But pretty decent. He got some game time this year. Started off Newtown, 1-0 win, Barrios with a goal. Goitra, 2-0, Barrios. I'm going to say Barrios quite a lot, and then Vukovic. TNS in the Premier League second round cup, Starcevic with a late goal. Port Talbot, we won 3-1, Barrios with 2, McDumpy with 1. Porto. Oh yeah, forgot to show you. This is our group, Champions League group. Porto, Inter, and Strømsgodset from Norway. I think this is the first time they've been in the Champions League groups in ages. But a 3-1 loss to Porto, not the best start. Barrios with a consolation goal. We then played ABBA and also lost 1-0. Rosenkrantz with the goal. This was in the Premier League Cup, so unfortunately we're out the Premier League Cup again. Bangor City was a 2-0 away win, very late on. Claudio Bolm and Milicevic. Claudio Bolm is obviously one of the Argentine strikers we signed. He's gone out for the second half of the season to Man City, but he did get 2 goals and 2 starts for us. We then played Inter Milan away from home in our group, and we won 2-1. Vukovic and Barrios after we went 1-0 down. Very, very important win there. I couldn't believe it, actually. 3-2 loss to Haverford. This really, really sucked. We brought it back. We went down 1-0. Vivas brought it back. We went down 2-0. 2-1. Vivas brought it back. And then Rutherford in the 85th minute gives them the win. Unfortunate there. We picked it back up with a 4-2 win over TNS. Beat Stromsø, get 3-0 at home. Tom Pentra, 3-0 away. Stromsø get 5-1 away. And then Ridwin 4-0. Then somehow, out of all logic, we beat Porto 2-1 away. Vivas and McDumpie with the goals, and we played really well. So I couldn't believe it. Newtown was a 2-1 win. Aberystwyth 2-1 in the cup, which is nice. 1-0 over Goitra, Basaric with the goal. And then final day, we drew 1-1 with Inter. We actually could have won, actually. McDumpie with the goal. They had a late penalty. But to show you, we're not going to be... Let's go that season. Let's go to our group stages. We're at Group C, weren't we? We finished top of our group because Porto drew with Stromsø got 2 draws versus Porto and Inter. So we finished top of our group with 13 points. Extremely, extremely good there. So I was very, very happy with that group. 1-0 win over Port Talbot. McDumpie with the goal. Bangor City was 1-0. 1-1 with Pennybont away. A 5-0 loss to Haverford. Absolutely smashed in this game. Really not good. But after that, we really had a fantastic run of games. 2-0 over TNS. 2-0 over Aberystwyth, the man sent off in the 16th minute. We actually smashed this game, even with the man sent off early. 6-2 versus Tom Pentra. 4-2 away with a Barrios hat-trick over Aberystwyth. 2-0 away over Afan Lido. 2-0 at home to Pennybont. 2-0 at home to Afan Lido again. And then we won in the Welsh Cup versus Newtown. 3-1 over Ridwin to finish the first half of the season. So that was a fantastic little run after that Haverford game. Some really big away wins against Aberystwyth, Afan Lido there. And then playing basically Afan Lido twice in 3 games. All these wins here were huge. We started off the second half of the league not the best with a 1-1 draw to Port Talbot at home. Beat TNS 3-1 as they actually got into the second stage. Aberystwyth were finishing in the bottom half of the table, which is insane. Pennybont was a 1-0 win away. Of course, we top our group, so we get the Premier League champions. We lose 2-0 away to Arsenal, which is really unfortunate. It was sort of quite an even game. They just scored both goals. Tom Pentra was a 3-0 quarter-final win. Afan Lido a 3-0 away win, absolutely huge. Haverfordwest 2-1 away loss, unfortunate there. Port Talbot away 4-2 win, which was really, really big, especially as we scored the last 2 goals in the last 10 minutes there. 2-1 win against Arsenal this game. I couldn't believe it. We 2-0, took them to extra time. They literally, their first highlight of the game was in the 121st minute. It was the final minute of the game, and they scored to take them through. I couldn't believe it. I thought we were going to pens, but really, really unfortunate there. TNS was a 3-1 win. We then lost the World Cup semi-final to Afan Lido, so no back-to-back cup finals for us. Lost 2-1 to Pennybont in the 86th minute. We really didn't deserve this, but a 2-1 win over Haverfordwest actually sealed us the title here. It was crazy, lads. McDumpie and Vukovic with the goals, and then Afan Lido, we lost the last game because it doesn't matter, but I just want to show you basically what happened. We actually had a crash dump after we beat Haverfordwest 2-1, crash dumped, and I lost the game. And I played it again off stream, and we actually won 2-1. But basically, if we'd beaten Haverfordwest, we lost to them 3 times in a row this season, and then the 4th time we needed to win to win the league, and we did it 2-1. Finished the season on 77 points, our best ever points as we won the league on 72 a couple of years back. But 77 points, win the league, 69 goals for, 30 against. Meanwhile, Haverfordwest had 102 goals for and 24 against, and only come second. Afan Lido 3rd, Port Talbot 4th, Pennybont 5th, TNS 6th, Aberystwyth 7th. They had more wins than Afan Lido did last year. Afan Lido only got 5 wins and got into the 6th place. Meanwhile, I think Aberystwyth got 10 wins and didn't get in, which is insane. Goitra and Ridmoin go down, but just couldn't believe it. Second ever league title win, absolutely incredible. We played really, really well throughout the day. It was that sort of run of games. We had some fantastic performance. Barrios, he got 19 goals in the league in 29 appearances, 25 overall. McDumpy, where is that? Well, Vivukovic did very well as well. He got 12 goals, 12 assists. Did very, very well. Who else did well? McDumpy also did extremely well. He got a lot of goals. Ignore that, lads. 24 goals and 12 assists. Very, very good. Champions League wise, it was actually won by Haverford in the end, as they've gone back to winning it, which is good for our what's it called? Coefficients. That's the name for it. Hold on, let me show you. So we got to the quarterfinals. Ajax, of course. We could have faced Ajax in the quarters again. Lot beat Arsenal. Haverford beat Shakhtar. Monaco beat Lille, and Lyon beat Porto. The semi-final, Haverford beat Monaco. Meanwhile, Ajax got to their second final in a row, and then lost 2-1 to Haverford. Around the other leagues, if we look at the Ligue 1, PSG won again by a landslide, 98 points over Monaco. Absolutely huge there. The German First Division was won by Bayern Munich by 3 points. The German Division is really close, man. Only 3 points over Frankfurt and Dortmund there, and 6 over Köln. Then we look at the Premier League. Middlesbrough won it in the end by 1 point over Arsenal. It was a 2-horse race. Nottingham Forest, Hull, and Plymouth go down. Meanwhile, coming up is Leicester, Charlton, and Barnsley. Then if we look at, La Liga, Real Madrid won again, absolutely smashed it, 99 points. They lost 1 all season. They are dominant at the moment. They've won the last 5 leagues in a row. And then finally, the Serie A, we have our first ever win for Arzenese. And it's probably pronouncing it terribly, but they won 1 point over Inter Genoa. That's their first ever league title. So absolutely incredible. 73 points in the end, 11 losses, but still incredible scenes for them. Absolutely huge there. I also say we should probably show you the Europa League winners. Was won by Barcelona over, I think it was Genoa in the end, if we go to the final. Yes, Barcelona over Genoa, 1-0 win in the 85th minute. So incredible. But we have the Euros next. We've got 22.48 Euros coming up, so I'm going to do a video on that. But yeah, this is my full season 8, lads. Absolutely just the full thing. It was a very good Welsh Cup semi-final and a league title. The league title is huge. We've got to start looking at going into Europe now and winning the cups and winning things a bit more regularly. But 2 wins now, absolutely huge. We go into next year. It's going to be a very interesting season. So I hope you can join it. We stream every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday from 8 p.m. GMT or 9 p.m. Central European time. But yeah, just come join in. I think we're probably into our 10th season by now. We're going pretty well. We're nearly in a decade at Barry. We're into our 9th season next year. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. It's been Alex, and I'll see you guys next time.